back to The Pod Has Spoken. We are doing something kind of new. We're raw dogging this episode. No guests. It's Ashleigh Smith, our producer and co-host. Riley McAtee, just a co-host, no producing involved. And me, Survivor legend Tyson Apostol. We decided to give it a whirl. We just wanted to, try something different. We don't hear Ashleigh near enough. I think that's the general consensus of the fan base of our podcast. So this episode, no guest. Let us know what you think. Also, we have tens of thousands of YouTube hits each and every week, but our subscribers don't match that number. So if you're watching the YouTube, why not just also subscribe? It seems so easy, keeps us building, keeps our momentum going, throws us into that algorithm to get even more eyeballs on this thing. So stop being selfish with your subs and click. And Riley, it will subscribe to a channel of your choosing of equal or lesser value of a podcast.
Mm-hmm. Equal or lesser value. Okay.
Yes.
Only the most obscure. I'm just going to have an obscure list of subscriptions now in my YouTube feed. Everybody with a podcast with like 40 subscribers, I will be one of them.
Yes, I like it. That's the deal we made over here with you, our fans. We are in the hands of the fans. Leading up to it. This is 49.
No, we're not. Yeah, we're not in the hands of the fans right now.
Not yet.
The season before, but there's a shadow looming, a monster of Survivor season 50 on the horizon. They announced a 3-hour premiere. Hopefully we get the episode like 3 weeks in advance so we can have time to watch that thing.
Yeah.
3 hours
Can
seems
we watch
a
it in a
lot.
movie theater? This is it's directed by Martin Scorsese.
Is he who did the third Lord of the Rings movie?
Peter Jackson did that.
Okay.
But yeah, he can direct a 3-hour episode as well. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe a collaboration of the two.
Yeah.
So, 3-hour premiere next February is the date. But enough about season 50. We are on the season before season 50, the build up to season 50, season 49, which we will all soon forget. But right now we're talking about it. And before we get into this week's episode, I wanted to touch on my favorite part of last week's episode, which I didn't touch on but thought about all week, was when Savannah had won immunity and then said it couldn't have happened to a better person. I don't know why I love that line so much. Everybody else is a piece of shit on this season, according to her. And she is the best person and deserves to win the most. Couldn't have happened to a better person. I just love that line. It's just like so perfect.
It does feel like something you would have said after an immunity win.
Yeah, it does. But I would have said it knowing full well and self-aware that I was saying it in a way that the audience was going to be like, who does he think he is? Savannah, no. Beautiful moment, though. Savannah, we loved it. I know you're not a fan of being the villain of the season, but you are the villain of the season. The mean girl energy continues this episode. Christina emerges. Are we seeing a lot of Christina? Were we worried for her this episode?
I don't think I was worried for her. I felt like maybe in the next 2 episodes, if not the next episode, I'm a little more worried for her because they're giving her a lot more screen time and they're having her make a lot more decisions than normal, talk to the wrong people. And I'm like, it's kind of leading up to something not so good for Christina. But for this episode, I was like, oh, hi, girl. What's going on? So didn't feel too worried about her.
Did she talk to the wrong people?
Yeah. Yeah. A lot of the wrong people.
Well, so she was kind of the person who's most prominently like, Sophie's going to be going home because Rizzo's going to play his idol. Sophie will go home. And then when that group returns to camp and Sophie is still there, I mean, what is up with this? I guess it's the middle of the night. Maybe they just don't have like their game faces on. But the fact that they were just given the blank
all
stares.
Disappointed. Just like, why is Sophie here?
Yeah, what are we doing with that? You have to always act, happy or whatever that the people are back. Like, oh, I'm so glad it wasn't you.
Thank God you're
I
here.
want to work with you. Yeah. Yep. What was this was because later in this episode, it actually was Sophie who said that they're in like Survivor grad school, and I was like, I don't think you are in Survivor grad school yet.
Yeah,
you're maybe an undergrad still.
I was thinking like middle
college.
school. Oh, I was thinking middle school.
Oh, yeah, it could be middle school. That's a conversation that we can have at some point, but like we're only seeing what we see on TV, but it was crazy that every single person was pretty much just like, oh.
But Sophie did clock it immediately. Like, it has to be real because she was like, these were people that I was working with, and now I realize I'm a free agent.
No, she immediately clocked it, and we immediately see that this isn't grad school. That's what I'm saying. But let's talk about Sophie. Did she do the right thing here? She clocked it, obviously. Now she's a free agent. Where does she go? What's her best move?
Everywhere, I guess. I think she's doing what Alex wanted to do, which is kind of stay in the middle and play both sides at the exact same time. I'm not sure why. No, like Steven or Christina, they haven't noticed that she's kind of frazzled by their reactions. I'm not sure why they haven't noticed it yet because she talks about it all the time. But
nonstop.
Like she is able to go back and forth to both groups super easy and just talk to them, and they open up immediately to her and tell her everything. So she's playing both sides the way that Alex really, really wanted to.
Like if you're her, so this was final 9 and now she's made final 8 after this episode, you gotta kind of hunt for the big move that you can own to sort of be like, I own this season. Because I think you got to realize, I'm not going to have the closest of friends and relationships on the jury probably at this point. If you're kind of already in the wilderness at final 9 or final 8, you're not gonna. It's not gonna be like, oh, okay, I can count on like those bonds to get me some votes at final 3. You got to be like, okay, how can I own this season?
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about that with Soph then too, because I have that written in my notes.
Okay.
Soph again playing the middle.
We're calling her Soph now. We've relented.
So easy. It's just so easy. It's like whatever. If Jeff's doing it, and then we'll do it, and we'll blame Jeff for it. Our fault. Jeff's fault that we're calling Soph. Inaction. She's sticking with Rizzo and Savannah. The loyalty. She's not getting any credit for that. Can she win this game?
Dude, she has the knowledge and is power advantage.
She has to take it from Rizzo. She needs to take something from Rizzo or Savannah.
No, she can take it from Chris. What I think is going to happen is the Christina idol knowledge is going to leak to her eventually. And that's going to be her huge move.
You think so?
Maybe.
Well, they kind of had her, they were setting her up at one point here with this idea that lots of people are feeding her information. And the Christina idol hasn't leaked to her yet, but it has leaked to Sage. So there's, I guess there were 4 people that knew about it, but one was Alex. So I think we're still at 3 only.
So let's say that those 3 packs stick together. We've got Rizzo, Savannah, and Soph.
Yep.
Rizzo's getting a lot of credit for steering the ship, at least from our vantage point. He got the credit for steering out or steering the votes towards Alex today. He hasn't played his idol and held on to it. Savannah is winning challenges, even though she has mean girl energy. That's going to be hard for her to overcome at a final tribal council. So I think if I'm on the other side, I'm giving credit to Rizzo, maybe Savannah, but Soph is so far under the radar. Even if she's playing a good game of being under the radar and skirting by as a little bit of an underdog and a back and forth, Christina said herself this episode that she doesn't have a good relationship with Soph. She just kind of trusts her. I think that's going to kind of be at a detriment at some point. Like, I believe that for Soph to win this game, she has to turn on Rizzo and Savannah.
I think you're right. I definitely think you're right. That's like the only way she'd be able to get the votes that she needed. I mean, even Christina was like, we'll just vote for Soph as like a throwaway kind of vote thing, which is like not the best position you want to be in. So yeah,
it's the position you want to be in, but if everybody sees you in that position at final tribal council, you're not getting votes.
There we go. There we go. But yeah, she's gotta steal Rizzo's idol or something, some sort of big thing in front of the jury, in front of everybody, so that they know that she's actually playing the game, as well as, I guess, Rizzo is
The thing is, if she finds out about Christina's idol, Christina's idol's still a little bit secret to some people, supposedly. We don't know who knows about it, but it doesn't seem like a lot of people know about it. Everyone knows about Rizzo's idol. And if Soph steals anything at tribal council, everyone's going to know what Soph stole anyways.
Yes.
So why not just take something that's out in the open already and make it be a real powerful move? Everybody wants Rizzo gone in some capacity except for Soph and Savannah.
Just take it. Take it. Exactly.
I guess that's the real like 4D chess move, right? Is to like, if they start putting the votes on Soph E, I'm still going to call her that.
Okay.
Sophie B. And then she maybe even tells Rizzo in advance, I'm going to steal your idol and play it. We can play like we're at odds, but actually this is like a different way of you just sharing your idol with me, and we like cover up this relationship going forward. It sets us up for the next move. That'd be kind of cool.
Or she finds out about Christina's idol, goes to Christina and says...
But then you're actually burning somebody. But yeah, I think that's... Okay, sorry.
I mean, you're burning somebody either way. Well, not really. I guess if you tell Rizzo. Yeah, you could tell Rizzo.
Plan. Not if it's all fake, you know?
Yeah, you could tell Rizzo that you're going to steal it, but you're still going to be together, and then also turn on him anyways at that point after you've disarmed him. You could also, but would it matter? I mean, it would matter if you decided to turn on him down the road, but if you stole his idol and voted him out that same tribal council, then it doesn't matter whether or not you make him feel good with you. It's almost worse probably for a jury vote to lie to him and tell him that it's not an issue. You're just going to take his idol. I think if she finds out about Christina's idol, there's something to working together with Christina with two idols. Just be like, hey, now I have Rizzo's idol. I know you have an idol. Let's figure it out.
Yeah. I don't think that she would win if she took Rizzo to the end. So she needs a way to get him out no matter what. She has to burn the bridge between the both of them somehow. I wonder if even Savannah would be down to kind of burning that bridge, because she seems kind of cutthroat in that way. So like, I don't think either of them would have a shot at winning if Rizzo made it to the end with them.
Yeah. I don't think Savannah sees it that way right now. I also feel like if I were in Savannah's position, I wouldn't necessarily feel that way, because I'd be like, okay, everyone understands we're tied together. We're making moves together. Then, you know, maybe we're splitting votes or we're having to argue for votes at the end. But that's something. Whereas Soph, she's going to get to the end and be like, I did all this stuff, but you didn't see any of it.
Yeah.
You don't win. You don't win that way.
Yeah.
You have to show, you have to emerge from your cocoon and with like a glorious stab to the back of someone who you worked your way in with, only to turn on when you realize they're the favorite to win. And Soph needs to demolish Rizzo or Savannah and utilize her knowledge as power. Taking it from Christina is like, oh.
Yeah, it'd be kind of boring.
I don't think the jury's going to be like, oh my, I mean, they might. They seem impressed by very little, but I don't think so. They're going to be like, oh, okay, well, she was with them the whole time, I guess, just doing whatever she's essentially going to get pigeonholed as being their pawn.
Yeah.
I agree.
So, come on,
I do think that she beats Savannah at the end, at least. Just out of the sense that, like,
because the jury doesn't like Savannah.
It just doesn't seem like Savannah's that well liked.
I know, but it's at times harder to vote for someone that you thought was on your side and wasn't. Like you were like, oh, you were with them the whole time, but you didn't ever make a move. And then like you were never with me and we had a bond, I thought. Like that's harder almost to vote with than someone who you're like, oh, at least I knew that I didn't like them and they didn't like me. And that was out in the open.
Yeah.
So that's, yeah. I mean, we'll find out. But my take right now, Soph, she has to do something.
Get him, Soph.
It's coming. She will.
She will?
She
Mhm.
will.
Okay.
She has to.
Well, she does have to if she wants $1 million.
She better.
Yeah. Steven does tell Sage about Christina's idol after he realizes MC is gone. He needs a number one. So Christina's idol knowledge is floating.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Alex, did he bounce around too much, or did Rizzo just like outplay him?
I mean, he did admit that he was playing the middle, and he was playing the middle. I feel like it was just at one point a cut of him being like, well, I want to work with you, with like every single person on the island at some point over the last like episode or two.
Yeah.
Which I guess is like, I guess you don't tell someone I don't want to work with you, but he definitely was playing the middle pretty hard.
I think he was too aggressive in the middle stance. In the middle stance, you just kind of got to go with the flow a little bit.
Yeah.
You can choose and pick some things, but like playing the middle too aggressive gets you caught out like that. And then the two groups do eventually come together and figure out that you're working the middle.
You know, it's like the opposite. Steven did that in the beginning where he would go to every single person and be like, I think your vibe is amazing. Da, 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 da. And then Alex was doing that. But yeah, you could tell from their gameplay that Alex was definitely trying to make decisions while being in the middle.
Yes.
So yeah, that definitely like shows Steven's better at playing the in between game.
And Soph is also at least showing to both sides that she's playing the middle. She's not necessarily, she's just getting information from both sides, but she also isn't at the forefront trying to steer the direction of the game with that information.
Yeah, she's like playing it more passively.
Yes.
I mean, you get people being like, oh, Soph, she's just like a number for us.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, it does feel that way, but...
Well, I kind of think, okay, in this era of every single person that gets cast is a huge super fan and really understands how the game works and has very strong strategic chops. If you ever kind of find yourself on Survivor saying, well, this person, you know, they're just kind of out here and they're going to be a number for me. You need to like stop and be like, wait, that cannot possibly be true.
Yeah.
Every single person is playing pretty hard. In one way or the other, whether they're doing it in an obvious way or a not obvious way, they are thinking about the game.
Yes.
So that is like a dangerous way to think, and probably means you're missing something.
Mm-hmm. I agree.
Yeah.
I feel like that's one of my biggest like angry bits about this season is that everyone had claimed to like understand Survivor super duper well, be a super fan, but they're making a lot of weird choices. I mean, even like last week with voting out MC, who was a good like number for the team against Savannah and her duo, her trio.
For the people that she was loyal to, she was like a lock.
It doesn't seem to make sense if you are a super fan. They should be playing it. You would think they'd be playing it like an audience member, but it seems like they're all a little bit overwhelmed, which I would respect more if they would have been like, man, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know, you know, but they all come into it and talk really big game and say that they're controlling the game. They understand what's going on. They're super aware of what's going on. And I'm like, guys, just admit it. You don't know what's going on. Neither do I. It's okay.
Who is in the better position right now? Is it Juwan and Sage, or is it Rizzo and Savannah?
Definitely Rizzo and Savannah. Like this vote today definitely solidified that Rizzo he at least is playing these people a lot better than they think. Them getting rid of Alex was just a big mistake on their part. Alex would have been a great number to keep up their majority. And now, I mean, they know Rizzo has a idol. Why aren't they putting the votes on him? Why do they? I don't know why they're never he's never going to play the idol. Guys, he's never going to play it.
So he threatened again at Tribal Council.
He's never going to play it.
He said, I have a hidden immunity idol, but it's not hidden anymore. It's public. I have that to play whenever. He does keep floating it, which is also, I think, scary for people for some reason. But if they don't play when they feel like they have the majority to split and also take someone else out, they're going to miss their opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 3 times he has said, I'm going to play the idol. You would think after the second time, you'd be like, okay, prove it. Prove it. But no one's doing that. They're not calling him on his bluff. Like, it's weird. I don't understand.
Part of it is I think it was Christina that said, like, is playing with the devil you know better than the devil you don't. Everyone does know he has an idol. I think what people are missing is that Soph is with them. If they assume that it's a 2-pack, they have all the time in the world to split those votes down at the 5 or the 6 or the 7 even. But with Soph with them, and who knows who else is going to bounce back and forth, they're miscalculating. They're miscalculating the numbers because Soph is too hidden.
Yep.
Yeah. Even if they had all 5 on one side, right? Because if they don't have Soph, then you can't split it because they have 3 on the others. So if you may as well just put it all on one. And they don't know about the extra vote, and nobody knows about Sophie B's knowledge is power.
Right.
Yep. You're right. The time has passed. So if those 3 choose to stick together, they are in complete control.
Yep.
With everything they have. They have essentially another invisible person with them in the extra vote. They have Rizzo's idol, and then they have the knowledge is power, which is probably going to steal Christina's idol.
We'll
I don't know. We got a lot of different ideas for it just a few minutes ago.
There's a lot of game. Yeah. Hopefully Soph listens to this podcast before she goes on next week's episode.
Yeah, exactly.
So if we want you to win, you just got to
play it.
Stab one of those mofos in the back. Alex, I guess, we get him bouncing back and forth a lot. And Rizzo did set that up from a long way out.
Yeah.
So it was a full episode, multiple days, I'm sure, of going around and throwing Alex under the bus. And then Alex's damage control just made it worse. And it was, pretty well executed, I thought.
Yeah, you tell a little bit of truth and then you throw some dirt on it. I like that.
Yeah.
Muddy up the details. Just make it a little more than it was.
Right. It's true.
Yep.
Let's go to the reward challenge.
Yeah.
Christina gives her spot to Jawan. Good play, bad play, neither here nor there.
I don't know. I felt weirdly kind of bad for Jawan in the moment because people were like, you gotta do it. Like my instinct would be, I want to earn this. I don't want to be receiving charity, especially on a show where I'm trying to be a game where I'm trying to be impressive in order to eventually get enough credit to win $1 million.
Right.
And this feels like it sort of undermines you a little bit. It kind of makes you look a little weaker than maybe you are. But when people are saying, you got to do it.
You have to.
You kind of have to. You can't fall on the sword for yourself and then it's just awkward. So I don't know. I just felt like it was an awkward moment all around.
It was super awkward.
It wasn't sad and heartwarming like the music led you to believe.
I felt
weird.
weird.
Really heartwarming for
Ashleigh,
me.
it felt weird to you too?
It felt super weird. I was like, he said no thank you. Be like, okay, no worries, Jawan.
I'm taking it, and I'm taking it so fast. Thank you, Christina. I can't believe that I want this, and you're so awesome. I owe you one.
Yeah.
Whatever you got to say to make it, and then just stab whoever in the back you need to. It doesn't have to be Christina. She doesn't have to be your target, but I don't think it's currying any favor amongst allies. You can't give something to somebody and expect that in return from them at a future date. And so I don't know. I think if everyone's in agreement that this person is just starving, then it's more okay. If they were going in and Jawan was just like, I'm the only one who hasn't had any reward. I'm the only one who hasn't eaten for 16 days. I'm dying. Everybody's like, you deserve, let's make a pact that somebody will give you reward. If you who knows? Those conversations happen all the time. That could definitely have happened.
That'd be cool. So, I think that'd be cooler. I just felt weird when they're pressuring him into it. I feel like, I don't know, when it comes to saying no thank you, I would be like, if I was her, I would have been like, okay, sorry, no worries. Next time then, you got it. You got it.
I'll thank you while I'm scarfing that chicken.
They also all seem to think Jawan and Sage are that they're the power duo on this season. And I think we can see that it's somebody else. But I want people whose instinct is, okay, if Jawan's in the power position, I want him as hungry as possible. I'm glad he lost. I want to like, rub it in
I
the
want
dirt.
everybody as hungry as possible out there.
That too. Yeah, sure. Just everybody in general. Like, just take the food and move on.
People always got upset at me and Adam from that one David versus Goliath. Is that what he won? No, Gen X versus millennials versus Gen X. He is always like, you should ration everything and make sure. And my position is I can outstarve people. I don't have an issue not eating. So I'm going to eat as much as I can and get rid of everything and also have a good time doing it. And then let's make it hard on everybody.
Yeah.
That's what I want. That's what I want for everyone out there, even me, because I feel like I can outsuffer people.
Yeah.
So it probably depends on who you are and how you feel you can suffer versus other people. But you want everyone as hungry as possible, including your allies.
Yeah. I want people with more of that kind of mindset on the show, because it's not like, it's not like this is a person who is starving because they like are experiencing food insecurity or can't afford it or whatever. And this is something where, I can step in and like be charitable and help somebody in need. It's like they're on a game show where they chose to be starving. This is like part of the elements. And like, if you're winning the food and they're not, that's an advantage in your favor. So take that.
Yeah.
Like,
exactly.
And if the show thought that he was like actually starving or whatever, they'd step in and give him some nutrients.
Give him a coconut.
Jeff will show up with a bag of rice at the next challenge and be like, if you sacrifice whatever, I'll give you a cup of rice. Like they'll figure it out. This person's not in any danger. And I like the cutthroat gameplay where it's like, I'm going to take advantage of everything I can and be ruthless and not be like, let me nurture this person who's lost a bunch. If they've lost a bunch, that's good for you.
Yeah, I agree. On the reward, Sophie decides to switch to her stretchier shorts before she digs into that chicken. That's some grad school level play right there.
Yeah, that one I liked. I was like, okay, Sophie.
I was like, that's how I felt sitting down to the Squid Game, the challenge finale last night. I was like, I better get in some stretchy pants because I'm going to be digging through some Halloween candy.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
So, yeah.
Isn't there like a bit of a strategy here that like you don't want to eat so much that you need the stretchy shorts? Like, because the like how your digestive system is working out there?
No,
just eat.
I mean,
eat
now
it all.
You're trying to big brain it too hard, Riley.
We had there was a guy on one season who literally had to
leave because of his tummy.
Yeah, he was 80 years old, dude.
Yeah, he was.
Okay, yes, sure.
She's
I've
going to
heard
be okay.
stories of people having to dig their poop out of their butt with a stick because it was
my
so
God.
compacted. On
That's
Survivor,
horrible.
not just in life in general.
Okay.
On Survivor,
Okay.
multiple people I have heard have had to
I
go
prefer
down
to
into the
avoid
water.
that.
Yeah, but I'm just saying there's a way around it. Pack that gullet with chicken.
Ew.
Bring a spatula.
Just dig it out the other end with a stick, but not the same stick you use to brush your teeth. Different
Of course.
stick.
Yeah.
Of course.
Well, you could use each end.
Oh,
just
like
switch
a
it?
multi-tool?
Yeah.
How come
You're
people
sure
show
that
that?
sticks out there.
Why aren't they showing this on TV too, guys?
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
we
I'm
all wanted
saying.
to
The
know.
underwater cam.
Ew.
Yeah. No, I think we're in agreement. We need to see more of that.
Yes.
Because that's surviving.
That's the 3 hour. 3 hour thing.
The survival element of the
That's the 3
show
hour.
is
We're
still
getting that
there.
into 3 hours on episode 1, just from the travel constipation.
Just underwater, just watching everybody.
So who from season 50 do you think has the travel constipation the worst on first days?
Gosh.
I don't know.
That could be anybody. I think all of them probably will.
I don't want to name any names for this.
We'll have Mallory call in before season 50 starts and have her answer that question.
Okay.
I think she listens to the podcast here. So Mallory, get ready to answer that question. We also get Jawan's backstory about why he had a hard time receiving. He's fatherless and is there for his siblings, helping raise them, and has always been the provider and the Superman. And so that's difficult for him.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, it's tough.
So
I'm
yeah.
also from the fatherless community, and it's tough, I guess, whatever.
Did that feel the same to you? Did like what he was saying resonate with you?
You know what? Yes, but like I'm from the part of the community that doesn't take anything too seriously. So I would be like, if someone offered me free chicken, I'd be like, yeah. You know, everything that's free is a yes to me. So like him being appreciative or like, you know, getting, you know, with acceptance and being the provider. I don't, you know, I'm a princess. I like to be taken care of myself. So I'm not part of that area.
For me, that feels more like human nature. If somebody offers you something you want, you're just like, fuck yes.
Give
me all of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Girl,
how much? Free? Yeah.
I would live at Sam's Club if I could, you know, just getting free samples all day long. I would never pay for anything else in my entire life if I could. But apparently that's not right. So can't do it.
Yeah. I don't know where that comes from, but take free stuff.
Yes.
There is free stuff I don't take, but it's stuff that I don't want at my house.
Like
where
drugs.
I look at it, I'm like, I don't need that t-shirt. No, drugs are fine. T-shirts are.
Drugs, yes.
If you want the drugs, take the drugs.
We apologize to any children who are listening.
Yeah. I'm not saying you have to take the drugs, but if you want them, take them. But also don't do drugs.
Drugs are bad.
Yeah. But I'm saying, there's free t-shirts that I'm like, I'll never wear that. I don't want it at my house. But anything I want that someone offers me for free, that's the best price that you can get for anything.
Absolutely. Like
in today's economy, you got to take the freebies.
Exactly. Always say yes, guys, except to drugs.
Always say yes to the freebies unless you don't want them. We go back to the losers.
Wait, I have a question on the challenge.
Okay.
So they did a schoolyard pick for these teams, which I think is the second or third time this season we've done a schoolyard pick. They never show us the schoolyard picks.
Yeah, I'll tell you how it goes.
So are they boring?
Yeah, but I think I would rather see the schoolyard pick than another tribal council.
Wait. Okay, so I literally have in my notes, Probst holds mini tribal council as the beginning of this challenge, because he started asking questions just like he does for tribal. You know, Christina's like, oh, it's a fluid game. This changed the dynamic. You're getting kind of like the same answers we always get.
Yeah.
And then we skip the schoolyard pick. And I'm like, I would like to invert those two.
I agree.
So the schoolyard pick, it looks like they drew for who were the two captains.
Mm-hmm.
Captains were Christina and Rizzo.
Yeah. And they probably also in the drawing determined which of the captains would choose first, or had another separate drawing or a coin flip or something for that. And then they just go down the line, bop, 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 bop. And then Soph didn't get chose, which means everyone thinks she's terrible at challenges, which means, and is even more reason for Soph to have to take out
Rizzo. Get him.
Rizzo or Savannah or somebody. Because now the perception that the entire tribe has of her is they do not want her on their challenge team.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now what is her strength? She has to come to the forefront of the strategy.
Yeah. But I definitely agree that we should have had a schoolyard pick moment because Rizzo and Savannah are on different teams. I would have loved to hear the reasoning behind that, even though I have an idea. You know, did Sophie make that decision or did Rizzo make that decision? I just want to know. I want to know.
Yeah, I feel like maybe Christina got the first pick and chose Savannah.
See, so like this is what's interesting, right? Like we can read into, okay, Blue Sophie not getting picked.
Yeah, but we can't read into the pick order of anything else because we don't know how it went.
Because we don't know how it went. Right. And if this had been final 8 and they do this there, then Blue Soph would have been picked last, presumably, but we wouldn't have known that.
Yeah.
She would have just been on a team. But it shows you something about the dynamics and we're just not getting it.
Yep.
I would have foregone the last 5 tribal councils on TV to just see the pick here this week.
One schoolyard pick.
Yeah. I mean, just tell us who's out. You can fast forward through the tribal councils a little bit here.
Because have you had a schoolyard pick or two on Survivor? You have, right?
I probably have. I don't remember. Like it didn't trigger any memories because
maybe they don't make that big.
It didn't
impact.
trigger any memories because I didn't see the schoolyard pick. Had I seen the whole pick play out, maybe I've been like, oh yeah. I think in the schoolyard picks, you have to distance yourself from your closest allies, even though everyone knows your allies, like Rizzo and Savannah. It's better for them to not be on the same team.
Right.
Juwan and Sage, it's probably better for you two to not be on the same team, even though they were. But also, it's truly up to the captains. Unless they do the schoolyard pick where you pick one, then that person chooses the next person on down the line.
Yeah. We don't know.
We don't know. We'll never know.
We don't know. Yeah. They chose not to show it to us.
It's interesting because, and then this also ends up being how the reward divides up. And, like when one person wins a reward and they have to select people to come with them, the show makes such a big deal out of that because it's so interesting, right? They can take their biggest allies, but potentially expose that alliance, or they can try and take people that they are less aligned with and build some bonds and keep some things undercover, but potentially like get some other people upset or whatever. This does that. This is that happening. And we just skip over it entirely.
Yeah. Guess they just don't want to tell us.
Yeah, why do we need to see that?
Yeah.
We can just watch another tribal council where everybody gives veiled answers and Jeff's the star and says the same stuff. I want tribal councils to change.
Yeah.
I was going to save it till it's the end of the podcast.
Yeah, you can't hold it in any longer.
No, I mean, we're on it right now. They're boring.
Yeah.
They're super boring. Unless you get like a huge shake-up play. But let's change the format of tribal council. Let's just make it a continuation of the scramble.
Oh.
Let's have the scramble. We see the scramble. Let's go back.
Let's all live
have
tribals.
Jeff twist whatever knife he needs to twist to be the catalyst to get everyone to start going.
Ooh.
Like that should be Jeff's goal in the tribal council is ramp that shit up, make people say things they regret saying, make people play the game in that moment because people are not playing the game in that moment. And that's the way tribal council's been forever. But I go to tribal council, I'm giving veiled answers. I'm trying to mask what lines are lines. Everyone's doing the same. You're trying to hide this and that. Jeff has these things. People come out with their, kangaroo versus space metaphors. Stop.
No more metaphors.
No more,
that would be a rule I would put in.
Force people
every time
scramble.
There'd be a rule that's like every time you make a metaphor, you get a disadvantage to the next challenge. It's like you have to start another 5 feet back, or you get one more sandbag or something.
Yeah.
It's like, sorry, you made 3 metaphors at tribal council. We said no more. So you got to start all the way back there.
Jeff loves the metaphors. I think what you do is you go in.
I can't stand them.
You go in. This is the tribal council. You're sitting there. I'm Jeff. Okay, everybody. What advantages do we know are in the game? Everybody reminds everyone that Rizzo has an idol and Savannah has something that some people know and Christina has something some people know and Soph has something that nobody knows. Then say, do we think there's other stuff out there? Who has them? Like get conversations going that make people have to force them to think and force them to play in that moment. We're not forcing them to play at tribal council. And I think you can. And I think it lies more on Jeff prodding them into action. I know we don't like live tribal councils. That's because we don't see what they're saying. But now give us the live tribal councils. Just show us what they're saying in those live moments.
What if I have a random idea for tribal.
Okay.
What if he has everybody sit down. He's like, okay, we're going to try something different. And I don't want any of you guys to talk about it first. Well, maybe they should. I want you to vote for who you want to go to the next round. And then whoever gets the most votes is already going to have a target on their back. How are they having all these alliances? How do all these people like them? Why are they getting to the next step? And then we can have a vote for who goes home later. But I think if you get them to talk a little bit, have them vote for someone to go through to the next round, and then vote for someone to go home the next round. It just creates a different dynamic, I think, for the tribal.
Or go and have them do a challenge.
Ooh, tribal
and
challenge.
Then straight to the vote, straight to tribal council.
Oh.
That's where you do your scrambling. You have once in a while, you have a challenge at tribal council. It just can be like something simple, something easy. They do a lot of challenges where you're just holding in place and balancing. And this is a moment where you can really force them to play the game. Get rid of the chairs. Don't have everybody sit down in a line like this. Just have everybody go and stand up in like a little corral.
Yeah.
It's a standing meeting, but it's tribal
Stand where you
council.
want. Because they position you where you sit. They tell you where to sit.
Oh, okay.
Don't tell people where to sit. Let them sit where they want. That will show you some lines.
I like it. Just something. Switch it up.
Yeah. Mix it up a little bit.
Come on.
So that's my gripe. I think I know that the tribal councils this season have been a little straightforward and like have been between one or the other. And we maybe haven't gotten down to the part where something really crazy has happened at tribal council. But I think there's things we can do to make tribal, because maybe it's just me. I'm not looking forward to watching the tribal council as the episode's going. I'd rather watch the scramble than the tribal council.
I agree.
So continue the scramble at tribal council. That's what we want. Sound off in the comments if you disagree or if you agree or if you have something completely different, especially if you agree. If you disagree, message Riley, a direct message. Yeah. Back at Losers Camp, we get Christina still targeting Rizzo. I think it's the right play, but she is sticking her neck out a little bit. That's the balance, obviously. And
eventually, I feel like what is going to kind of be, not like legacy is not the right word, but something that these players look back at this season and think is that they played a little bit scared. Is that eventually you just have to flush this idol, and yes, the vote might bounce back onto one of your own, but the alternative is this idol just keeps going another round, and now it's like you can't get Rizzo out, and he controls the game, and he's going to get so much credit if he makes it to final 3 for holding that idol. And what are you going to do? And Christina felt like the only one that was like willing to be like, let's go, let's vote for Rizzo. And eventually everybody else is not on board with that.
Yeah. I did like that. I did like seeing Christina move into that position because nobody else was. And she almost got it going. It seemed for a moment that it was going to go that direction where people were seriously contemplating it. Obviously, TV, we don't know exactly, but it did seem like she did have some momentum there. Talking with Sage. Sage wants Savannah gone out of the two because of the mean girl energy, which is Ashleigh, you're on TV, living your dream.
Yes. Okay.
And people are saying behind your back that you have mean girl energy.
Exciting. I would feel a little bit like, what do you mean? But at the same time, Savannah said it right. They're kind of obsessed with her right now. I feel like having mean girl energy isn't a reason to vote someone out. I think it's whether or not they're going to be real competition or if they're a real player. Just because she's a little mean doesn't mean anything. Honestly, keep her in if she's a little mean because no one's going to vote for her at the end of the day. And
it's easier to get people on board to vote her out when the time comes.
Yeah. So, but I do want to mention though, when Rizzo went to Jawan and was like, Alex was talking crap about you and which is also mean girl energy. I just want to put that out there.
Yes.
I don't know why Jawan cared. I don't know why he believed anything that Rizzo said.
He went back to Alex. He did go back to Alex and be like, hey, dude, I want to work with you. Is this kind of real or not?
It's
weird.
He
didn't trust him. It was enough, but
weird to me because it's I don't know. I feel like if you in your mind and you're like, I am targeting this dude, and this dude comes to you and is like, hey, but did you see that other guy? He told me that you're ugly or whatever. You're not going to be like, oh yeah, I feel
You're
weird.
right.
Like, no, you're like, oh, thanks for telling me. I'm still gonna target you because you're the most powerful player here on Survivor this season.
Yeah.
So,
or
I don't
thanks
get
for
it.
telling me, and then go immediately to Alex and be like, hey, he's throwing you under the bus. So, I'm with you. This is what's
Yeah.
happening. He's going around telling everybody.
Jawan. He
So-
could be such a good player, but he's a little bit gullible.
I thought he had it
touch.
because he did go to Alex and confront him about it a little bit.
But
And
it didn't work.
still said he wanted to work with Alex, but Alex was making it hard. No, it was Rizzo who was making it hard for you to work with Alex.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, Christina admits that she doesn't have a great bond with Sophie, but then tells Soph the exact plan to a T.
Yeah, mistake.
Like, that's Soph's power this season. It's because she's laying low. She is getting the information, and she is giving information. She's passing it around.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think in the end it's going to win her the game unless she steps out of that role into the driver's seat.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to, it's like a house of cards where you need the house of cards to crumble right at the very end. So everything is exposed and everybody sees that you were steering the ship the whole time.
Exactly.
So she still has time to do it. And maybe she's just biding her time.
Mm-hmm.
Fingers crossed. That's right. And then we get Savannah telling the deepest secret of all time that she is did she say a reporter or a
Former
newscaster?
Reporter. She used to be a reporter.
Oh.
Yes.
And we get the inspiring music
Yes.
for this.
And Soph
She's
probably
like,
shit her
felt
pants.
right.
You think Soph shit her pants in that moment? Just
immediately.
Like, what? Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh. I have that right in my notes. I'm like, she tells Sophie that she used to be a reporter. I doubt Sophie cares because like, thank you for telling me that. And then Sophie went, okay, anyways, what are we talking about again? Survivor?
Yeah. I think it's one of those things where she probably was expecting such a huge reaction. She did expect Soph to shit her pants. She was like, brace yourself for this. You got to brace yourself harder. Believe me. This is unbelievable. You're not going to, no, there's no way.
Oh man.
There's
I like
no way you're
Savannah.
gonna believe this.
I like her. She's such a fun like character for TV. And like, I it sucks that everyone thinks she's mean. I don't think she's mean at all. I think she's just like different.
I think she's cutthroat.
Yeah.
I think she's matter of fact.
Yeah.
I think she doesn't like people who feel like don't like her.
Which is
totally
me. Fair.
I'm the same. Yeah, I'm the same. If I get that vibe where you're not into me, like I'm making your life hard on purpose.
Really? I love people who don't like me.
Yeah.
No.
What, Riley?
No.
I love to agitate people who don't like me. I'm like, okay, I am the thorn in your side until I can no longer be the thorn in your side.
I feel like sometimes Savannah, though, it's like at the challenge at the immunity challenge, where she was just like, I'm not dropping.
Let's talk about the immunity challenge first.
Okay.
A couple things. We split into men and women. Right. And all I could think about is, what if there was a trans contestant on the episode? Where does that person go?
Yeah.
Or non-binary person.
Say non-binary or trans. Or anything either. Like, do you go where you identify? Do you get to choose? Do you I don't know if would Survivor be bold enough to cross that bridge, or if they had someone in that position here, would they opt out of making the men versus women split?
Well, so they've had a few transgender contestants before.
Yes.
And the way that they divvy up the tribes, they're so committed to having equal number of men and women on each tribe, and obviously the transgender contestant just counts toward their gender identity, right? So if they're a trans man, then they're one of the men on the tribe.
Yeah.
But if it's non-binary, I don't think we've had a non-binary contestant, so I don't know how that would play out here. And I think it should be that there's 3 immunity necklaces. And, so one for the women, one for the men, and then one for non-binary, and if you're the only non-binary,
You automatically win.
You're immune.
Nice.
Because making them pick does not feel right. That who you
Well,
compete
but it
against.
does add an interesting layer, because if you let them choose in that moment, do they strategically choose based on which group they think they can beat? Or do they choose where they identify with the most to stay true to their lifestyle that they identify with?
Yeah, it just feels like it's going to be like a microcosm of like, oh, which bathroom do you choose and which clothes do you buy and stuff, and all these choices that non-binary people have to make. They probably don't want to make at all.
Yeah.
And you're just adding another one on top of that. I think that ultimately what Survivor would do is they would just steer clear of this whole situation if there were a non-binary contestant.
How to solve this? Everybody gets split up by height. Tall people against short people.
Well,
that's it.
Is there an advantage for the tall or the short or the...
With the legs, I thought I have that written in my notes. Is there an advantage on leg length here? I think there is, because if your legs are all crouched up because you're taller, that's probably a harder angle than having a mostly straightened out leg.
Depends on how short you are, though. I mean, if your legs if you're just on your tippy toes, I feel like that's worse.
Yeah. I mean, Savannah's legs were less bent than a lot of the other people.
That's true.
And that is, as a cyclist, shorter. I know that the straighter your legs are, the more weight you can handle with less stress.
Survivor problem. They need to get that fixed.
So there's that. And then also, did the men have more weight in their disc than the women, or was it all the same weight?
I thought it was all the same weight, because it felt like it was more of a core exercise than anything, just staying in that weird position, which I also think that I don't know if it just seems like it didn't work properly for a few people just because of it was a core strength exercise. So Savannah was always in
Rizzo has the weakest core.
Oh yeah. Yes, absolutely.
I probably thought that before this challenge.
Yes.
Yeah, they made the challenge to tell me that. Yeah, I think I don't know, because the discs were the same size. They looked the same thickness, but they did also have the women separated on one side and the men separated on the other side, which sometimes they intermingle, even if it's a male winner and a female winner. So that's what made me think, are the discs different weights?
Oh, that makes sense.
So I don't know. That's my thoughts on that. Steven giving the space facts. Do we like that?
I don't know. It felt a little like we're trying to engineer a Christian type moment.
Yeah. A filibuster, a Christian Vicky filibuster signature moment.
We got to wait until at least hour 2 of the challenge before we get into this type of stuff.
I did like how Jeff eventually was like, "Okay, that's enough, Steven."
We got to get back to it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And then we get, I think this is where you were going, Riley, before I cut you off and then took control of this whole thing.
I just feel like it was Savannah being like, I need it. I'm not dropping. I'm not even close to dropping. And of course she was
lying. She was lying.
You think she was lying?
She was
Her
so
legs
bluffing.
were pretty wobbly when
Are
she
you
got
kidding
down.
me? That's such like a bluffing thing to say. I'm not tired. I'm not going to give up. She's lying.
I thought she was honest there. I thought she was like rock
She was
solid.
lying.
Okay.
No. Yeah, I think she was lying. But also, Jeff says girls are in full-blown trash talk because Savannah said, "I'm not dropping." And then Sophie said, "I'm not letting you win." And that in 2025 classifies as full-blown trash talk. Believe me, I have trash talked on Survivor. I've said some things. I have trashed some people. And it's a lot gnarlier than saying, "I'm not dropping." And then
Savannah's
someone else
the mean
saying,
girl.
Yeah, and Savannah's the mean girl. It's true.
Okay.
Full-blown trash talk, it was not.
Yeah. No.
It was not full-blown trash. Maybe it is. Maybe that hurt both of their feelings.
They probably cried afterwards. Probably.
They both did.
Yeah.
And then apologized to each other for one saying, "I'm not dropping," and the other one saying, "I'm not giving it to you."
Yep.
And they were like, "That hurt my feelings." Well, it hurt my feelings. Yeah. Not full-blown trash talk. Let's get back to some full-blown trash talk.
Yeah. Yeah. Talk about their body appearance and family. Dig deep, guys. Dig deep.
I mean, there's a line to trash talk, obviously. Ashleigh doesn't know it.
I don't.
But so you're saying but get back to body shaming? Is that
body shaming? Talk about their family and a little bit of their trauma.
Levels.
Yeah, their intelligence. Just go for it. Just get crazy, and then afterwards hug.
Yeah,
See,
I love some good trash talk when like the game is on. Once it's clear that you're going to win or you have already won, then it's the time to be a lot more chill.
So you didn't like Savannah's trash talk, thinking that she knew she had it on lock, but she was still being cocky about it. Is that your point?
Well, because she says this here, and then it's at tribal council. She's like, I'm the catalyst of the cross pollination. I encouraged organic conversations, like, yay me. Sorry, you guys. I was going to be the easy vote, but it wasn't. And I was just like, just simmer down here. No, I don't think that this is being taken as like, hey, it's all fun and games trash talk. This is now like, oh,
you can't trash talk in that power position.
You're starting to like nudge into like the sore winner type of trash talk that is like not a good look.
Right. Where it's like they're already on top and they're just like shitting on us for what? Like they already strategically have the upper hand. So then they're just making us feel stupid on top of that.
This is why I kind of feel like if Savannah gets to the end, she's just going to have a lot of people who are like, I just don't want to give her $1 million.
They're not voting for her.
I just didn't really like her that much.
Yeah.
Which I love Savannah, at least for TV, but some of this stuff would rub me the wrong way if I was actually on the season.
We're not playing Monopoly with Savannah anytime soon. She would be terrible.
Yeah.
Savannah landing on free parking in Monopoly would be like,
here we go.
You'd never hear the end of it. And it couldn't have happened to a more deserving person. It couldn't have happened to a better person.
Yep.
So, pre-tribal scramble, the switch plan or the split vote plan switches onto Soph and Rizzo, and then or Alex.
Yeah.
And we go to tribal council. And I think, it's tribal council. Rizzo mentions playing the idol, which I do think did make people question again about whether they should vote for him in that moment or not. And Sophie says it's a strange game of chicken, which I do believe it is. Like, is he playing the idol? Is he not? Do we have the numbers to get him to play the idol, even if, and then have things go our way? Like, that is the game of chicken. Mm-hmm. And it is tricky. Like, I know we fault people for doing that, but it is tricky because you don't truly know where your numbers lie. And with the outcome of this vote, they still don't know where the numbers lie. They still don't know if they're going to have enough numbers to put votes on Rizzo and force him to play the idol and then be protected by splitting the vote a different direction.
Right.
So they got nothing from this.
Yep. Big fail.
Yeah. A really big fail.
Big fail. Disappointing.
So, votes come out. Alex goes home. He admits that he was playing the middle. He's like, I guess that's what I get for playing the middle.
Best really exit of the season.
I did like that too.
Yeah.
I guess that's what I get. Yeah. Also,
you guys all talked?
Yeah, y'all talk to each other? What's going on? Did he have an infection on his nose or a bug bite on his nose? It was something.
Owie.
It's definitely looked agitated. So I think we'll have a big glow up from Alex next episode on the tribal bench or on the jury bench.
Big Band-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Or a big Band-Aid, do you think, as they drain it? It's a staph infection. It could be. It honestly could be.
Ooh.
Yeah, that stuff happens all the time. Rizzo has his idol still. So probably Rizzo. More of the same next week. Is he playing it next week?
Well, so they might just straight up have the numbers with the extra vote because
He's not voting, or he's not pulling his idol. There's no way.
If
Like,
Rizzo gets to the end without playing his idol, he wins.
Yeah.
Automatic.
that'd be insane.
Yeah.
So hold on. So it's Rizzo, Savannah, Sophie B that we know are like those three are locked in, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
They had like, I think at least once, maybe twice this episode where they're like, we have a path to final three. Like they seem really, really tight. And then I think the next one is Sophie S. Kind of feels like she's in with them. And that would be 4 of the 8 with the 5th extra vote. Like,
they would.
They've got the numbers.
Yep.
There you go.
I
Too
guess it's
easy.
like, maybe they'll worry about an idol on the other side, which none of them know about Christina's idol yet, but that information's going to leak.
Yeah, it's going to leak probably as Sage needs to weaponize it or or someone. I also wanted to ask if Rizzo, because, the last time you can play an idol at Final 5, does he play it just to play it to be safe? I feel like it's more powerful to almost not play it in that moment and just be like, I had things on lock so hard that I never played it. Even when I couldn't play it anymore, I didn't play it at that final time.
Yeah. He shouldn't play it at all now. I think the time to hold on to it is now. Like, this is the most powerful play he could ever do, is just to show that
for his end game.
I'm the best here. Nobody was gonna vote for me. Haha.
Yeah. We'll see how it unfolds. I feel like I don't know, maybe the lines will get blurry or something. Someone will fall off and want to get him out and he'll need to use it. But I remember a while back we did a pod with Kim and she had an idol on One World that she never played, and she told us that she kept it. She has the idol.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's very tempting to then never play the idol and take that souvenir.
They take
home.
it away from you now.
That's
I had
lame.
an idol at Winners at War that I exited with because Natalie gave it to me on Edge of Extinction, and then I didn't get back into the game that final time. And I had it for a day or two, and then they came to me and were like, "You're not going to get paid until we get until we get that."
It's just a bunch of beads.
I think they auction stuff.
Them off, or
they auction them off, but also spoilers. Like, they don't want you having like an idol, because then people know that if something gets leaked in your house somehow or something. I don't know. That's what they tell you. I don't know. They just take all the props.
What would the idol prove? You can just tell people what happened, and obviously there's an NDA. Like, you can't.
You can make it up.
They won't pay
you.
You can also, you can also go probably on Reddit somewhere and find out exactly who wins the season 6 months before.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. But
Whatever.
I don't have that idol, and I tried to keep it. But I also didn't care that bad. Like, what am I going to do? Just put it in a box in the garage somewhere, or put it on my new shelves in the back?
Yeah. You're podcasting about Survivor right now. You could have an idol back there.
Just be like
That would
dangling
be
it.
so cool.
Yeah, it would have.
Yeah, to see an idol behind you. That would have been sick.
Do you have anything else? Do you have your torches? Do you have
No, they give the torches now to people, but they did auction them off. But the torches weren't really your torches.
You kept your buffs, right?
I have my winning buff that I won in, and then I have my winning shirt. I think I was in it.
Do you have like
the
tank top with the yellow?
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
That's pretty cool.
That's really cool. Yeah, you gotta put that somewhere behind
and
you.
then I have.
Oh, see, that's some cool swag.
That's really neat.
Says, the final challenge, the final 4, keep your fate in your hands and win just one more.
Wow.
And then it has the rules below. This is at Blood versus Water. It says, in this challenge, players race to stack blocks on a very wobbly table. They must control the tension on a rope. That's what they give you at the end, as you roll up to the challenge.
So cool. That's really neat.
So I have some things, but I do not have the idol, and they take it from you. So Rizzo keeping it as a souvenir, they don't do that anymore. And there was a time when they used to make you burn your buff if you exited, and then you didn't even get your buffs unless you were final 3. So
wow, extreme.
Yeah. Let's go into Riley's reads, unless we have something else. Alex is gone. That's it.
You know what I noticed this episode that I don't know if many other people have picked up on, but I just want to touch on it before we move on to predictions and whatnot. Did they kill the sanctuary? Like when they do the rewards now, they just go to like somewhere in the woods and it's like whatever, they're around like a little table. And it used to be sanctuary.
Yeah.
Where good things happen.
I
It's
like
gone.
it because we don't hear Jeff's sexy voice quite as much.
Yeah.
He still says it where he's like, fried chicken.
Yeah, we still get that. Cheesecake.
Cheesecake. The sanctuary. Yeah.
But we don't get the sanctuary.
Are we going to get it back for season 50?
Oh, yeah. Multiple sanctuaries, probably.
Yeah. Just, that's what it's going to be known as, the season of the sanctuary.
Maybe it's getting upgraded. It's like instead of that little hut,
it's going to have like
big
ceiling fans.
That'd be
it
cool.
Now.
A yacht with Cochrane on it.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go.
Just
bean bags.
Yeah, just Legends of the Game asking Cochrane what he thinks on the yacht. Perfect. Okay, Riley's reads. Let's hear it.
All right. What's your best space fact?
Ooh, my best space fact. Dang, I don't know if I really have any.
Well, you're not a rocket scientist like Steven, so
No, I'm not.
It's a little unfair. I'm putting you on the spot. You know, maybe you got one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have any facts, but there's a conspiracy theory out there that we're living in a black hole.
Ooh. Feels like it.
Yeah, sometimes it does feel.
Feels like.
And that's how we determine what's true and not, is by our feelings. So 2 out of 3.
We're in a black hole.
2 out of 3 podcasters feel like we're in a black hole, and I'm saying maybe. Okay? I don't have
Black
a space
hole
fact.
I have a kangaroo metaphor.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Yes. All right. Survivor players are like kangaroos. Some of them are very strong, and some of them live in the outback of Australia. That means they're dangerous, right? Savannah, Rizzo are dangerous outback kangaroos, but they didn't know that so is Sophie. They need to check her pouch because there's a little Joey there, and he is an advantage, and he's going to get you before you even notice. There you go. Thank you, Jeff.
Little hairless Joey is
it's a little gross.
Knowledge is power.
Yeah, there he is. He's
You
already got the
ready
boxing gloves.
for tribal council.
Yeah. Season 51, our very own Ashleigh Smith.
Yep.
There we
as
go.
long as they get all the spiders out of that jungle, then I'm ready to go.
I didn't notice many spiders out there. I think you're good.
They always show almost every episode they show a spider. I think they like have it as an actor.
They
but
go
it's
out as
always
B-roll. They go out as like the videographers or the camera guys go out and capture B-roll. So they're constantly filming stuff in the trees and things they see. Sometimes you'll see them filming something and they'll run over and be like, what do you see? And they'll be like, oh, just this thing.
And if it's a spider, I'm leaving.
So there's that. And then if it's on the tribal council set, they've planted it there and it's not there when you show up.
An actor spider. See, guys, I can't go.
Yeah,
I give
or
up.
snakes. They just have the stuff like slithering around on it.
I'm the
and that's
first
just
boot.
before. And then they take the snakes away before you show up.
They just have snakes now? See, I can't. Nope, I give up.
Yeah, they're
Sorry,
actor snakes.
I don't like actor snakes either.
Okay.
Goodbye.
Well, they're part of
First
SAG.
boot.
Okay, Riley, what do we got?
I have a space fact for you.
Oh, you have a space fact? Oh,
of course.
dude,
I got to look one up.
Make us look dumb.
Apparently, all of the mass in the solar system, the sun accounts for 99.86% of it.
Of the entire solar system.
Of the entire solar system, all of the mass, 99.86% is just the sun.
Oh, dude. Steven's listening to this. He's fully torqued right now.
Oh, that's a good fact.
We are like a speck of dust.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Nothing matters. Is that what you're saying, Riley?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, certainly. Well, especially because we live in a black hole anyways.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's do some traditional categories. Who did the most to advance their game this episode?
I mean, I guess Rizzo. I think Rizzo got Alex, kept his idol. Savannah still got her thing. She did a lot, but for me, it's Rizzo.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I agree. It's definitely Rizzo and Savannah, but mostly Rizzo. He is controlling the game. He said it. This is his game. And I agree.
Yeah, I think it's unanimous here. This was a masterclass episode for him. He also said that.
Yeah. Yeah, he's giving the masterclass.
Who damaged their game the most?
Juwan. It's got to be Juwan. It's got to be Juwan. I think Juwan. I think him voting out Alex when Alex was going to be a lock for him.
Yeah, it's bad.
I think Juwan. He seems like he's stuck himself out the most out of Sage and Juwan, and maybe not.
I think Christina. I think if she worked a little harder on creating a connection with Sophie, then she could be helping Sophie get to that next thing of getting Rizzo out without even knowing. I feel like she is almost there. Okay. But like she doesn't know that yet. So I'm going between Juwan and Christina. Christina doesn't know that she didn't do enough for her game.
Yeah.
Juwan, literally, it seems like he's continuously making the wrong choices when it comes to votes. He shouldn't have gone out and see. Yeah. And I'm like, dude, what are you doing? And he's super loyal, but then he's like loyal to like the weirdest people. I don't know. He's just like losing
and
his
then all
game.
Of a sudden is not loyal for.
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense. Come on, Juwan, you got it. He's a strong player. He just is a strong player for the wrong results. And I'm like, dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'm going to say Juwan, and I'm actually going to throw Sage in there too, even though it was a much quieter episode for her as far as the credit and the blame or whatever for where the votes went. But it's the same outcome. For whatever reason, people on the island perceive that Juwan and Sage are kind of controlling the game, and they just keep sort of ping-ponging back and forth. And so they've been responsible for every single person getting voted out so far. And so you're building a jury of people that are going to be like, I trusted you and you betrayed me. And that is not good. There's just the long-term vision is not there.
Yep. I
agree. That is true. Like you betray someone, you befriend them, or you befriend them, you rope them in with a huge emotional connection, and then destroy them is pretty, like there's a balance to it, and it's not getting met.
Moving on, winner picks.
I'm going with Rizzo. I'm changing.
You're changing.
Yeah.
Rizzo.
He's holding on to the idol. He's pretty, it makes it seem like he's puppet mastering what he wants, like getting Alex the middle guy out is powerful for a person in the power position. Like if he's the front runner, which he kind of is, people don't feel like he's the front runner. Him and Savannah are the drivers currently. And if you can get that middle person out and make them the enemy, then that person doesn't jump later so you don't have to worry as much. I think that was a great move for his game, for Savannah's game. And I just feel like if they're sitting next to each other, more people are going to vote Rizzo than are going to vote Savannah.
Can I give you a Rizzo prediction? I think he's going to be I'm shooting my shot here, fire-making loser, because he has been terrible at all of the challenges, basically. And
he couldn't even throw that ring high enough.
He couldn't throw the ring.
He never calls himself Riz God in his failures.
Funny how that works. And so I think I don't see him winning the Final Four immunity, and I don't think anyone will really want to sit next to him in the end. And so they'll put him in fire making, and I just don't think he'll be good at that either. Maybe he'll surprise me. Maybe I'm wrong, but it feels like there's a little bit of a dead end here.
Oh, dang. Well, now you've got me convinced, Riley.
Damn.
But too late. I already made my bed.
You picked him.
But I might switch next week. I'm in the mode now.
You never know what that last challenge is going to be, though, either. It could be like, I don't know, who can spell their name the best?
Who thinks the highest of themselves without the others thinking highly of them?
Yeah.
Oh, man. I'm going to stick with Steven. I'm just like my fatherless brother, Juwan, where I am loyal to a T. And even though Steven is having really bad dreams about chickens to the point where it's probably messing his mental health up, all I hear is clucks, cluck, cluck, cluck all the time. I can only imagine what that's like. I believe that if he sticks to his game and stays in the middle and keeps talking to people, but not too much, not like Alex, he can make it at least to the fire making challenge.
I like that pick. I think Steven is in a good position.
Yes.
Like he's in a position where he can still win this game.
Let's go, Steven.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I agree.
Ready?
Sticking with Sophie B, of course.
Yeah.
I do think that she's got the big move in her pocket with knowledge is power. And
Is she going to make it though?
I think she will. I'm excited to see if
Well, you're saying Rizzo's going to lose at fire. So that means she doesn't take Rizzo's idol, probably.
So Christina's, maybe?
I think maybe it's more likely Christina, but I feel really
move.
good. I feel really good about the relationships she is forming as well. And her not getting any kind of like bitterness directed toward her or blame directed toward her. And so it is about like, okay, can she get enough credit, which I think she can do with this advantage. And there's a lot of game left also.
Yeah.
That's true.
If you've made your big move by final 8 or final 9, you've probably made it too early. There's a lot of game left.
If Sophie sits at the end and says, hey, I had this knowledge is power. Let me show it to you.
Yeah.
I knew Christina had an idol. I knew Rizzo had an idol. I knew Savannah had an extra vote. I didn't use this on anybody because I didn't need to.
I wouldn't vote for her. I'd be like, why didn't she use it?
Yeah.
I would have been like, you should have took Rizzo's.
Yeah, there might be an argument that it's like, if you were ever in a power position, you would have needed to use that.
You need to use your power. Take your power, girl.
I don't know.
Do you think that maybe she might do something next episode? Because it could be just a production trick, but
the shock of the jury.
The shock of the jury. I feel like that might be.
But
what could that be other than
maybe just some more trash talk between Savannah and Sophie?
Yeah, fingers crossed.
Yeah. It was almost too much for me. It was too combative.
Yeah.
It made me uncomfortable.
Yeah, we need to soften the edges on this show.
Yeah, let's soften these edges. Grind all the corners off of this thing. Make it baby safe. Baby proof the whole show.
Baby proof.
Yeah, we got to baby proof this thing.
All right, who goes home next week?
I think Christina.
I think Jawan, unless Sophie gets crazy and gets rid of Rizzo. So it'd be Jawan if normal, Rizzo if fun.
I was bouncing between Christina or Jawan, but I think Christina being at the forefront of targeting Rizzo.
A bad move for her, yeah.
And then not like being able to make it work is gonna be bad for her.
I think I have Sage kind of for similar Jawan. I think they just are going to want to, if everybody perceives that it's Sage and Jawan running the show, then I think that their time is limited.
Are people still perceiving that? Is that what people's perception is?
I mean, they were on the right side of the vote again this week. It was kind of, it was to some extent their call. Like they could have voted Rizzo and forced that idol and they didn't.
Yeah.
So, I think that what we see on the show is, it's Rizzo's game. It's kind of Savannah and Soph and whoever in there too. But on the island, I could see how you'd say, oh no, it's Sage and Jawan. Where they go is where the vote goes.
Right.
Sage and Jawan should have then convinced Rizzo that they were with him and then voted on him with Alex.
They could have done a lot of things that would have made more sense tonight.
Yeah.
But
they didn't.
Instead, they got rid of Alex.
Yeah, and we're seeing obviously like a God view of the show and what's happening, so they're not getting that. Okay. Anything else?
That's all for me.
All right, that's all from us three. Smash that subscribe button. Thank you all for listening. We'll be back next week. See ya.